emotion. We don't want to take the emotion out of sport, but the adults have got to be adults and let the kids be kids and enjoy the sport.
Richard Short is joining me now. Morning, Richard.
Good morning, John.
He's the non-perfect dad. That's what it says here. Works with clubs, don't you, and parents to make sure children get the most out of their sport. So, Richard, tell us, what do you think about these barriers having to be put up at grassroots clubs?
Well, John, it comes as no surprise to anybody who's walked the dog through a park on a Sunday morning that something needed to be done, does it? And you know what, Lincolnshire need to be commended, particularly for taking the kids' voices. And for me, this is key. I hear this up and down the country, from like professional academies down to grassroots, the lower grassroots teams, is that kids want to enjoy, want to be challenged, want to be stretched, want to be competitive with their friends against fellow footballers in both the girls and boys games. And adult behaviour around that environment is diminishing their experience.
Do you think these barriers and these steps that have been taken, do you think they work?
Well, Lincolnshire clearly think that they've made an improvement. In some ways, John, I think, look, they're trying something. I feel like it's a little bit like the horse has bolted. You know, if you're having to have respect marshals, then there's something at the club's kind of culture that has missed the point. And it's interesting that the chairman there says, look, football's emotional, and it is emotional. We don't want to take the emotion out of sport, but the adults have got to be adults and let the kids be kids and enjoy the sport. And to basically say that adults are allowed to display lots of juvenile behaviour, you know, giving refs a really hard time, is just really unhelpful. And I'm pleased to see that Lincolnshire's next steps are actually to really start working on the culture rather than perhaps sideline barriers, actually really getting to the heart of the issue, which is that adults need to, unfortunately, kind of grow up a bit around youth sport and let the kids play and enjoy it. Stop putting all this pressure on refs. And I think it starts from coaches and what they model. And the Lincolnshire FA will know which clubs are main offenders on this issue.
Lincolnshire FA is saying, actually, that they will do more training for marshals and try to get those watching to challenge poor behaviour. Will that help? Just getting the message through to the parents, I suppose, is the key here.
Yes, it is. I mean, I feel for those marshals, you know, having to police, we all know what it's like when we see someone who's kind of lost it emotionally. And then, you know, you've got to have a marshal who's got to police that. And I'm pleased to see they're offering more training. And yet again, I actually think there could be more done with parents well before they get out of the car at the start of the season, getting parents together, helping them understand what's going on, getting the coaches to help set the right culture and tone right from the outset to enable parents to turn up in an understanding that, you know, I need to be calm here. I'm here to support. I'm not here to bring my own emotional waves into this environment. And like I say, I think the marshals and the sideline barriers, okay, it's probably helping a bit, but the horse has already bolted. Clubs could be doing a lot more. And interestingly, Lincolnshire use the voice of kids. Clubs should be using the voice of kids. Get the kids together to share with the parents what it's like anonymously, because kids probably won't be brave enough to do it with their name attached to it early in the season. Get parents writing thank you cards to the ref rather than just having like barriers to stop them. Get them writing thank you cards during the match to say thank you to the ref there and then. Get them in a place of gratitude, challenging a culture of, the kind of adult ego around football.
Richard, thank you for joining us this morning. Richard Shorter there, the non-perfect dad with his views on this. What are your